1 out of every 2 men over 40 deals with some level of erectile dysfunction. By the time men reach their 60s, the number goes up even more. Still, most men rarely talk about it openly. Instead, they often suffer quietly, blaming themselves or turning to quick fixes that only hide the problem. But what if I told you that a single natural nutrient, taken at the right time of day, could not only support stronger performance, but also improve your sleep and bring back some of the energy you thought was gone for good? This is not about miracle pills or empty promises. It is about truly understanding your body, learning how hormones, blood flow, nerves, and sleep all connect, and how one particular vitamin at night can play a surprisingly powerful role in restoring balance. Think of it like caring for the soil instead of just watering the plant. When the soil is rich and well nourished, everything grows stronger. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Men over 60 often face 3 main challenges. First, testosterone naturally drops, which can affect desire and energy. Second, the ability to reach deep healing sleep decreases, making it harder for the body to repair itself at night. And third, blood circulation, the very base of sexual health, slows with age, especially if health issues like diabetes, high blood pressure, or an enlarged prostate are present. This creates a cycle. Poor sleep weakens hormone balance. Weak hormones reduce sexual function, and reduced sexual function can hurt confidence, causing stress and even worse sleep. But the good news is this cycle can be broken. Modern studies have shown that certain nutrients taken at night can work with the body's natural rhythm, improving sleep, restoring hormonal balance, and supporting circulation, which is key for performance. One of these nutrients, which we will focus on today, has been researched for its ability to improve both sexual strength and sleep in men over 60. In this session with Dr. Laura, we will look at the science together. We will explore what this vitamin is, how it works, why timing matters, and what the best studies show. Along the way, we will clear up common myths, share real-life examples, and give you practical steps you can start using tonight. You deserve answers, not fear. You deserve solutions that make sense. And most importantly, you should know these challenges are not a sign of failure. They are simply part of the body's natural aging process, which can be managed with the right knowledge and care. So let us begin this consultation together. By the end, you will understand not only why this vitamin matters, but also how to add it to your nightly routine for better sleep, renewed energy, and stronger confidence. Let us start with the foundation, the link between sleep and testosterone. Many men are surprised to learn that testosterone is not just about masculinity or sexual drive. It is also deeply tied to how your body repairs itself at night. Think of testosterone as the body's nighttime repair crew. Just like road workers need quiet hours to rebuild a street, your body needs deep, uninterrupted sleep to restore testosterone levels. Here's what research shows. A landmark study from the University of Chicago found that just 1 week of poor sleep, only 5 hours per night, lowered young men's testosterone levels by nearly 15%. To put that into perspective, that's like aging 10 to 15 years in only 7 days, simply from lack of sleep. Now imagine how much more fragile this balance becomes in your 60s, when testosterone is already declining naturally. Another key detail is that testosterone is released in bursts during the night, with the biggest surge in the first few hours of deep sleep. If you deal with insomnia, frequent trips to the bathroom, or restless legs, you may be cutting off the very window when testosterone has the best chance to rebuild. That's why so many men notice that when their sleep is poor, their energy, desire, and performance drop almost right away. Think of it like charging your phone on a faulty outlet. If the power keeps cutting out, the battery never fully charges. In the same way, when your deep sleep is broken, your testosterone battery stays half empty, no matter how well you eat or exercise. This is also where stress steps in. Cortisol, the stress hormone, rises when sleep is disturbed. High cortisol directly lowers testosterone production in the testes. This means poor sleep not only weakens the body's ability to make testosterone, but also raises a hormone that blocks it. It's a double hit against your vitality. So what's the solution? The first step is realizing that fixing sleep is not optional. If you want to stay strong after 60, your body's sexual health depends on sleep just as much as on blood flow. And here's the key point. When we add certain vitamins or minerals at night, we are not just helping you fall asleep faster, we are protecting your hormonal rhythm. By improving sleep quality, we allow the body to restore testosterone naturally, which then supports sexual health and overall energy. If this makes sense, take a moment to like this video. It helps Dr. Laura know this kind of in-depth teaching is valuable to you. And if sleep has been a struggle in your life, comment below so we can open the conversation. You are not alone in this. And there are real, science-backed answers. When most people think of melatonin, they imagine a simple over-the-counter sleep pill that helps them drift off. But melatonin is not just a sedative, it is a hormone your pineal gland makes in response to darkness. And for men over 60, melatonin has a much bigger role than just helping you fall asleep. It also affects sexual health, nitric oxide function, and even prostate health. Here is what research shows. Studies published in medical journals have shown that melatonin works with the testes, helping control testosterone production and protecting the cells from stress caused by oxidation. Another study from the National Institutes of Health found that melatonin improves the function of endothelial cells, the inner lining of blood vessels. Why is that important? Because healthy endothelial cells allow nitric oxide to be released. Nitric oxide is the body's natural signal for erections. Without it, potency is not possible. Think of nitric oxide as the green traffic light that tells blood to flow into the penis. If the light never turns green, the traffic stays stuck. Melatonin helps keep that light working by protecting blood vessels. This means taking melatonin at night is not only about better sleep, it is also about protecting the foundation of sexual strength. Now, let us look at the prostate. New research suggests that melatonin may protect prostate tissue, possibly lowering inflammation and improving urinary problems in men with enlarged prostate. While the research is still growing, this suggests an added reason to avoid low melatonin levels. And here is the truth. Melatonin levels naturally decline with age. By the time you are 60, your levels may be half of what they were in your 20s. You may wonder, should every man just take melatonin supplements? The answer is more careful than that. For some men, a small dose, often just 1 to 3 milligrams, taken 30 to 60 minutes before bed, can help. Larger doses are not always better, and may even cause grogginess or disturb normal sleep patterns. The goal is to support your body's natural rhythm, not overload it. Here is a simple tip. Think of melatonin like a gentle reminder for your body. Dim the lights in the evening. Avoid screens an hour before bed. And if your doctor agrees, try a small dose of melatonin as part of your night routine. By doing this, you tell your body it is safe to rest deeply, and that deep rest is the soil where testosterone renewal, blood vessel repair, and sexual vitality grow. If this makes sense to you, leave a comment below. Many men feel shy about talking about sleep supplements, but melatonin is not a weakness. It is a natural hormone that drops with age, and giving it a small boost can restore both your sleep and your potency. When we think about vitamin D, most people picture sunlight and strong bones. It is often called the sunshine vitamin because the body makes it when the skin is exposed to light. But vitamin D is much more than that. For men over 60, it acts more like a hormone than just a vitamin. It affects testosterone blood flow, immune health, and even mood. All of these influence both sexual health and overall energy. Here is what research shows. A study published in Hormone and Metabolic Research found that men with healthy vitamin D levels had much higher testosterone than men who were low in it. Another review in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism showed that vitamin D deficiency is linked not only to low testosterone, but also to higher chances of erectile dysfunction, because vitamin D supports endothelial cells. Again, those blood vessel linings that are needed for nitric oxide release. Without healthy endothelial cells, blood flow weakens and potency suffers. Now, here is where timing matters. Vitamin D is fat-soluble, which means it is best absorbed with meals that have healthy fats. Most doctors suggest taking it in the morning or midday to mimic sunlight exposure, but some newer research shows that in men with sleep problems, taking vitamin D at night may help melatonin rhythms indirectly. This is because vitamin D helps regulate the body's clock, which controls both sleep and hormones. Think of it like resetting your body's watch so that testosterone production and blood vessel repair happen at the right time. Another key area is mood. Men with low vitamin D often feel tired, irritable, or low in mood. Depression and low testosterone often overlap, and both can steal sexual energy. By restoring vitamin D, not only can testosterone improve, but mood and energy usually follow. This creates a positive cycle: better sleep, better mood, stronger potency. Let me give a simple example. Imagine trying to plant a garden in dry, weak soil. No matter how good the seeds are, they will not grow well. Vitamin D acts like rainfall, nourishing the soil so that hormones, blood flow, and energy can take root. When men restore their vitamin D, many feel their body is younger again, not because age is reversed, but because the body finally has the resources to work as it should. A practical step: if you are over 60, ask your doctor, like Dr. Laura, to check your vitamin D levels with a simple blood test called 25-hydroxy-vitamin D. Many men are surprised to learn they are low, even if they spend time in the sun. If you need supplements, ask about the right dose for your body. Some men do best with smaller daily doses, while others do better with higher doses once a week. If your doctor agrees, taking it in the evening with dinner, especially if that is your main meal, with healthy fats like olive oil, salmon, or avocado, can help both absorption and your nightly rhythm. Remember, this is not about being perfect. It is about giving your body one of the key tools it needs to keep your testosterone, your sleep, and your strength in balance. If I had to choose one mineral that deserves more focus in men's health, especially after 60, it would be magnesium. Often called the relaxation mineral, magnesium is part of over 300 chemical reactions in the body, yet almost half of older adults are lacking it. Why does this matter for sexual health, energy, and good sleep? Because magnesium directly affects nerve function, muscle relaxation, stress hormone control, and even the widening of blood vessels that make erections possible. Here is what the research shows. A study in the Journal of Research and Medical Sciences found that magnesium supplements improved sleep quality, especially in older adults with insomnia. Another paper in Biological Trace Element Research revealed that men with higher magnesium levels also had higher testosterone than those who were low. And when it comes to erections, magnesium supports nitric oxide production, the very pathway that allows blood to flow easily into the penis. Without enough magnesium, blood vessels stay tense and smooth muscle relaxation, a key step in erections, is weakened. Think of magnesium like the oil that keeps the gears of a machine turning smoothly. Without oil, the gears grind, squeak, and eventually jam. In the body, that leads to tight muscles, poor sleep, and weak blood flow. With enough magnesium, everything moves freely. Sleep gets deeper, stress hormones drop, and erections become easier. Another often missed role of magnesium is its effect on cortisol, the stress hormone. Constantly high cortisol damages both sleep and testosterone. Magnesium helps regulate the body's stress response system, called the hypothalamic pituitary adrenal axis. By calming this system at night, magnesium lets your body enter deep healing sleep, while also creating a better environment for testosterone. How can you get more magnesium? Dark leafy greens, nuts, seeds, and whole grains are excellent sources, but here's the challenge. As we get older, the gut absorbs less magnesium, and common medications like diuretics or acid blockers can cause more loss. That is why supplements are sometimes needed. Of the many forms, magnesium glycinate and magnesium citrate are often better tolerated at night. They are absorbed well and tend to promote relaxation without upsetting the stomach. Here's a useful tip. Try taking magnesium about an hour before bed, ideally with a light snack or a cup of herbal tea. This tells your body it is time to relax. Many men report not only falling asleep faster, but also waking less often at night. Over time, this steady deep sleep helps testosterone levels even out and blood flow improve, both essential for strength and energy. Remember, the goal is not to take a pile of pills and hope for the best. It is about choosing the right nutrients that work with your body's natural rhythm. Magnesium, when taken at night, supports the very systems, sleep hormones and circulation, that men over 60 need most. If this information has been helpful, give this video a thumbs up. It lets Dr. Laura know this kind of content is valuable and helps us share clear, research-based advice with more men who may be struggling quietly. So far, we have been focusing on hormones and sleep, but there is another key part of the puzzle: circulation. At its core, sexual performance is a vascular event. Erections happen when blood vessels open and allow blood to rush into the penile tissue, where it is trapped and held firm. Without healthy circulation, even normal testosterone cannot guarantee strong erections. This is why men with diabetes, high blood pressure, or clogged arteries often struggle with erectile dysfunction, even if their hormone levels are fine. Here is what the research shows. The molecule that makes erections possible is nitric oxide, produced by the lining of your blood vessels. Nitric oxide signals the smooth muscle of penile arteries to relax, allowing blood to surge in. A study in the American Journal of Cardiology showed that erectile dysfunction is often an early warning sign of vascular disease, sometimes appearing years before heart problems. In other words, your erection is like a window into your blood vessel health. Now, how do sleep and nutrients play a role? During deep sleep, the body repairs endothelial cells, the blood vessel linings that make nitric oxide. Nutrients like melatonin, vitamin D, and magnesium all help in this process. Melatonin protects these cells from stress. Vitamin D improves how they respond. Magnesium relaxes the smooth muscle, so nitric oxide can work. Taken together at night, these nutrients support the very hours your body is designed to repair vessels and restore circulation. Think of it like fixing a dam overnight so water can flow freely the next morning. If the dam is cracked, the water slows. If blood vessel linings are unhealthy, erections fail. But when repair happens regularly, blood flows with strength and reliability. There is also another point. Nitric oxide production naturally drops with age. This decline starts in the 40s and speeds up in the 60s. That is why many men notice their erections are not as strong or as steady as before, but the decline is not permanent. Studies show that lifestyle choices like better sleep, regular exercise, and good nutrition can increase nitric oxide levels. For example, aerobic exercise improves blood vessel function, while magnesium and vitamin D support the enzymes that make nitric oxide. Here's a practical tip. Combine nightly nutrient support with daily habits that boost circulation. Brisk walks, deep breathing, and pelvic floor exercises all encourage blood flow. When you add magnesium, vitamin D, or melatonin at night, You build on those daytime gains by giving your blood vessels the tools they need to repair during sleep. So the big idea here is this: potency is not only about testosterone or desire. It depends on whether your circulation is strong enough to deliver blood when your body needs it. And the nightly repair window, supported by targeted nutrients, is one of the most overlooked yet powerful ways men over 60 can hold on to energy and confidence. We have covered a lot, from sleep and testosterone to melatonin, vitamin D, magnesium, and the key role of circulation. Now let us bring it all together into something simple and useful, because knowledge only matters when it turns into actions you can take tonight. Think of your bedtime routine as a ritual for renewal. In your 60s, your body does not recover as quickly as it once did. You need to give it clear signals and resources so it can repair properly overnight. This is where the mix of nutrients we discussed becomes so valuable. Here's what research and Dr. Laura's clinical experience suggest. Step 1. Dim the lights and cut back on screens an hour before bed. This lets your natural melatonin rise. If your doctor agrees, you may try a small melatonin dose, usually 1 to 3 milligrams, 30 to 60 minutes before bed. This helps you fall asleep and protects your blood vessels. Step 2. Make sure your vitamin D levels are healthy. If you are low, supplements, sometimes taken in the evening with dinner, can support your body clock, testosterone, and blood vessel health. Remember, vitamin D is fat-soluble, so take it with healthy fats like olive oil, salmon, or avocado for better absorption. Step 3. Add magnesium. Forms like magnesium glycinate or citrate, taken an hour before bed, can lower stress hormones, relax blood vessels, and improve sleep quality. Many men find that this single change reduces waking at night and restores morning energy. Step 4. Combine these nutrients with good sleep habits. Keep your room cool, dark, and quiet. Avoid caffeine after midday. If night urination interrupts sleep, limit fluids 2 hours before bed and discuss prostate-friendly strategies with your doctor. Together, these steps create a nightly rhythm where your hormones, blood vessels, and nerves work in sync. This is not about piling on supplements. It is about choosing the right ones that target your body's needs. After 60, melatonin resets your body clock. Vitamin D supports hormones and circulation. Magnesium calms and restores balance, while your body does the repair work during sleep. Think of it as giving your body's night crew the tools and energy it needs to restore strength, potency, and vitality. Over time, this nightly routine can shift your body from decline to resilience, not reversing age, but helping you age with more energy and confidence. And here's the encouraging truth. This is not costly or complicated. It does not require secret pills or extreme measures. It is simply about replacing what your body is slowly losing at the very time of day when it is designed to heal. So as you think about what we covered, ask yourself, what small step can I start tonight? Is it dimming the lights earlier, adding magnesium, or checking my vitamin D? The real power is in these small, steady steps. As we finish, let us look at the bigger picture. Sexual health, deep sleep, and energy after 60 are not separate problems. They are connected threads of the same fabric. When sleep weakens, testosterone falls. When blood flow slows, erections suffer. When nutrients decline, your body struggles to repair. But when we support these systems together, the body responds with strength. Here's what the science shows. One simple nightly ritual can set this repair in motion. Melatonin protects your blood vessels and resets your sleep rhythm. Vitamin D strengthens testosterone and blood flow. Magnesium calms stress and deepens sleep. Taken in the right doses at the right time, these nutrients are not quick fixes. They are building blocks for lasting energy and vitality. It is important to remember that these struggles are common. You are not alone. If you notice weaker erections, restless nights, or lower energy, millions of men over 60 face the same issues. And the truth is, it is not a personal failure. It is simply biology, and it can be managed. When you give your body the right tools, even simple ones like targeted nutrients at night, you allow it to work with you instead of against you. So here's the one action Dr. Laura encourages you to take today. Choose one small nightly habit to start. Whether it is dimming the lights, talking to your doctor about vitamin D, or adding magnesium before bed, start with one step. Over time, consistency matters more than intensity. Small nightly changes build into powerful results. You do not have to fear your body. You just need clear information, the kind that helps you make choices with confidence. And that is Dr. Laura's goal, to bring you evidence, clarity, and encouragement. Stay curious, stay informed, and most importantly, stay committed to your health. If you found this useful, subscribe for more honest, shame-free content. These are the same conversations Dr. Laura has with men in her clinic every day, and now you can benefit too. She will see you in the next one. Until then, remember, your nights can be healing, your mornings can be strong, and your health can be supported at any age.